over the years, I've matured to think that not everybody wants to change the world. Not everybody wants to move the needle. And I think it's actually a rare, unusual circumstance where somebody wants to become an entrepreneur, somebody wants to innovate or change things. To my experience, I think, especially after years and years and years of teaching at this moment, I've realized that most people actually, so I know that this sounds really rude, but they just don't care, right? Like it's not in them to want to care, to move the needle. They want to sort of stay within their wheelhouse. A sort of more polite way to say that is they are much more conservative with their risk taking, and they think that it's the best thing to do is just to live their life. Or maybe they're dumbfounded and they don't necessarily know what they should do or what's the best course of action because the world is too complicated. I think that most people is they have a much more simplistic view of the world than what we often theorize or understand in the academic world. I just think it's funny because we have these very different what is written about in the academic literature on both areas of leadership, of um, innovation, entrepreneurship, businesses. We have a very, very skewed view of what the world actually is. Most of the world is just people really not caring. Most of the world is just people being chill, right? Like, I think maybe that's a better way of saying it. They're just chill. They don't really want to do that much. And this is completely fine, but it's to recognize that most people are actually that way. I think is quite an epiphany to me. Um, and I don't think, and part of the reason is the way that we talk about things, the way that we imagine things in the world, in the sort of academic literature and all these different theories and all these things I've taken. There's people don't talk about this, that most people are just chill and they don't care. They have this sort of we have these conceptions, and I think it's really stems from our economic way of thinking that is sort of permeated much of our world, that people are deeply motivated and they're going to go out and do things and tackle the world. And, when you realize it, it's just people don't. They're just chill. They don't care. And that is perfectly fine. And I think we just need to acknowledge that a little bit more. It's a little short lesson, a little short thought. Take care. Have a wonderful day.